Sunday. Today on EA Sports, it's Super Bowl Sunday. We'll see Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. Down the left sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the first play of the game. 62 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. And, Charles, everybody here this week talking about the quest for the 7th Super Bowl title for this head coach, one that would put him in the top spot in the modern era.
And you have to think that the way the league is constructed, Brandon, parity rules, right? So let's face it, my math is rudimentary, but you would think that the average team would win 1 Super Bowl every 32 years, right? And here he is trying to win his 7th. It absolutely boggles the mind and confounds the rest.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the 49ers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out of Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator. Asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Running left to give to Pacheco. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. A run by Pacheco on second down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a long. So 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Ethan Evans on now to punt. This will be fielded at the 17. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Connects with Kittle underneath. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gott and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Purdy off the play fake. Firing quickly quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets them down to the 6-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Here's Purdy. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. The slot man in motion right. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Pacheco. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
3rd down and 1. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn, you don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy now to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. The Chiefs will try and get to the line quickly. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here's Ethan Evans now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing here, Purdy. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Purdy. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They go play action here. Purdy sliding out of the pocket. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Niners continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work. As always, as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance. To really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
Pacheco gets it again on second down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he fields it cleanly. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. It's a punt return score of 70 yards. And the Niners will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Well, we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Mahomes going to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Slot man moves right. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Mahomes now to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Down the right sideline. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest... stage, the biggest game, and we just...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're continuing to rock and roll. And at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but then that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On first down, they'll go to the ground. And he coughed it up. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Play action. Now Purdy. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one taken in by T. Higgins. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. And again, it's Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Fox. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now here's Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ely, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at the 20. He's got a man, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Here's Mahomes to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Rice. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. He finds his man, complete. That's Fox. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and a couple. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Shoves him away. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants him to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this will be caught at the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw, Purdy. Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Niners have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. It And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy, and this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. And incomplete here. So that will leave them with 16 on the clock. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Fox. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll look to throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And the San Francisco 49ers will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey. And now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.